Okay. Okay, if you have any questions, you give me your question number. Okay, this one is the last time homework. And Krishna, because I didn't have enough time to grade your homework, okay? So you can grade your homework by yourself. If you have any questions, you can ask me, okay? The first I want to go over this one over here on someone had incorrect on this one, okay? I gathering everything. After we go over, okay? So if you have any more questions, you can ask me, okay? First number 11. Move on number 11. All right, this is number 11. Always, as I told you, understanding 100% about the question is very important. Okay, so you understand what the question is. Plant A is currently 20 centimeters tall. I'm going to use what? Plant A. And the plant B is 12 centimeters tall, right? The ratio of the height of plant A to B, okay? Ratio A to B is first B is bottom equal to the ratio over C to D. Their ratio equals, okay? But it's a kind of a trick, okay? The C over D, A over B is same thing. But over here, A over B, we have two ratios here, 20 centimeters. When A is 20 centimeters, B equals 12, that's the ratio. A to D is what? 12 over 12, or C to D also 20 over 12. That's the proportion, right? Same ratio. Now from here, C is now 54. C is 54, so what is the D? I'm going to use D is X. From here, you can find the value of X. That's a proportion, okay? So you can use, because this section 4, quickly you can calculate this proportion. 20x equals 12 times 54. So 12 times 54 and divided by 20. Okay, so 2054 divided by 20, let me see, it's around 30, right? Use your calculator, okay? Or you can divide by, use your calculator, let me see. 12 times and 54 and divide by 20. That is 32.4, okay? That's the answer. This is a proportion problem. Proportion is what? The ratio R equals. These two ratio are equals, okay? That is number 11. Number 12, move on number 12. All right, number 12, they are biologists. Biologists found a new species of bear shrimp at the world deepest undersea band. The BB band period. Yeah, the name of this band is BB band period. The band is 3.1 miles below surface. This is the surface of the Earth going down over here, right? 31.1 miles. Okay, just to change the unit, okay? So approximately how many kilometers? We're gonna change this one miles to kilometers. 30.1 miles, write down 30.1 miles. But if you have 1 mile equals maybe 5 or something like that, 5 kilometers. This 1 mile is this number, it's given. At this times, you can use substitution into the miles, you can put this one over here. But now it's not 1 mile. 1 kilometer is given by the miles. That's the converting ratio. 1 kilograms, 1 kilometers is equals to approximately 6.14 miles. Okay, but you cannot substitute over here. But in this case, you have to multiply to what? Converting ratio, right? When you have a mile over here, the bottom is a mile. So 1 kilograms equals to 0.6214 miles. This is we set converting ratio. They are equal, right? 1 kilograms equals 0.6214. That's the converting ratio. You multiply this one. This converting ratio, you're gonna make sure this is a mile, bottom is a mile, okay? At this times, mile, now the unit canceled out. Still we have kilograms, but we have to combine these two. 3.1 over 0.6214. Now we got only kilometers. That's it, okay? You have to calculate this one. Using your calculator, 3.1 divided by 0.6, around the 5, okay? That's the answer. Any questions on number 12? It's okay, right? You multiply the converting ratio, okay? But you gotta make sure this is a unit is a mile, bottom is a mile, okay? The next one is number 24. This is number 24. Okay, just okay, you can leave right any times, okay, when you leave, okay? Don't worry about that. Because I'm recording this class, I'm gonna put up on YouTube. Maybe if you need the help, you can take a look the video, okay? All right, number 24 then. F of x equals 5x squared minus 3. This is input. This is input means. This the system eject looks like this one. When you have input over here, make a square at 5 times input, 5 times input, and the minus 3, you got the output. When you calculate this one, you get the sum value of y, right? That is output, this is the input. But in our mathematical rule, just for convenience, we use just the x. X means my input before the system. This is just input, but at this time, input is what is that? This is input now, x plus a. They got the x plus a, that is input. So this input going into over here. That's right. Okay, or to avoid the confusion, you can switch this one, different letter, k, 5k. But now k equals to what? X plus a. So put this number into the what? K over here, right? Into the k, that is a k. Okay, so this x totally different. Okay, x means what? Input. Okay, this is the x. Before you use the x, but now x is what? X plus a, that is the input. So you have to calculate this, okay? Put this number into the here, what is that? This one. This one equals how much? 5 times x plus a squared and minus 3. That is equals to output this one. 5x squared plus 3x plus 42. It turned out to be this one. At this time, so what is the value of a? Okay, compare this one. Left-hand side, right-hand side, their expressions are equals. Inside this is you have x squared plus 2ax and plus a squared and minus 3. That is equal to this one. Keep continue, 5x squared plus 10ax and 5a squared and minus 3 equal to this one. I'm going to write down one more times. 5x squared plus 30x plus 42. Right? Because their expressions equal for any value of x. But this get to be equal, what is the coefficient of variables must be equal to. This is the 5. Yeah, we know that this is the 10 over a should be equals to 30, right? 10 over a must be equals to 30, which is the coefficient of x. So a equals 3, isn't it? Because a equals 3, 5 times 3 squared is 9 minus 3, which is what? 45 minus 3 is still 42, but you don't have to check this one. Just check out what the middle term, x term. It is okay? So this is answer 3 is the answer, okay? But this one, you gotta be careful. Input just for convenience, we use the x. X can be any number. At this time, x can be this one now. This is the x. So you can put this number into the x, okay? Any questions? Number 24. If you guys have any questions, just ask me, okay? You can stop me any times. The next one is number 26. This is the quadratic, okay? Quadratics. So negative 16x squared plus 100x plus 10. So this one looks like this is the minus 3 is what? Quadratic graph is open downward. When you have this one, this is x, this is y. The height with respect to time over here. Height is in feet. The graph x equals 0, okay? X equals 0, that is 10. We start from here, 10. The graph looks like this way. Or you can use your calculator, make a graph this one, okay? But we don't have to graph this one because we're gonna find what is that. X-intercept, what that is? What is X-intercept in real life? Where's the X-intercept? We have 2 X-intercept here, but this is what negative. We don't care about this. We start from t equals 0, okay? But this one is a positive. So when you start to launch the projector, okay, and going up here and going down and hit the ground, at this times, x equals t, right, the projector hit the ground. That's the time. They are asking about x coordinate, about the time. What time? At which times the projectile hit the ground, okay? How can you find hit the ground in algebraically? But this is the answer anyway. Initial height, this is initial height of 10. That is not this, they are talking about this point. Maximum height, this point. The time at which the projectile reaches at the maximum height, the time of it, they're asking about this times. But they are asking you this point of times. That is what time at which, okay, it hit the ground. If you want to find what the graph of this one, set this is 0. 0 equals negative 16x squared and 100x and plus 10. Using your calculator, find out this x-intercept. Okay, that's the answers. But at this time, they're asking you, what is this one? That's to describe the time at the ground, okay? Number 26 is digit answer, okay? Any questions on number 26? Are you guys okay, right? All right, number 28. This is number 28. Number 28, take a look. We have a standard equation of quadratics. Y equals 3x squared plus 6x plus 2. That is the standard form. This is the vertex form. 3 is out. X minus h squared m plus k. That is the vertex form. H and k is the vertex. Now this is given standard form. Descending order, okay? Using this standard form, which of the following characteristics of the graph is displayed? We can see the numbers in the equations as constant. We have constant 3 and 2 and 2. Coefficient constant. We have 3 numbers over here. What is these numbers? We can see y coordinate. Where is the y coordinate over here? When x equals 0, y equals 2, right? When x equals 0, f of 0 equals 2. Can you see that 2 up here? Yes, we can see 2. This 2 represent what? Y coordinate. No, that is a vertex. I'm sorry, this is a vertex. Okay, I did wrong. This vertex is what it is, this one. H and K is vertex. So you cannot see that H and K from here, right? This is impossible. Second one is y-intercept, x-intercept. X-intercept is about when y equals 0, the value of x, 3x squared plus 6x plus 2. When you solve this one, the value of x is not equal to this one. No, there's no x equals 3, no x equals 6, no x equals 2. Okay, and I'm gonna find, okay, this one. When you make a graph over here, using your calculator, you can find that these two x-intercept. But these two x-intercept is not 3, 6, or 2. That is wrong. The only 100% understanding about this is y-intercept, okay? Y-intercept is when x equals 0, 2. This is y-intercept. We can see number 2, which is the y-intercept up here. That's right. That's the answer. This is, we can see it visually in the form, okay? X-intercept of line symmetry. Where this one you can find x over symmetry. What is that? X equals negative b over 2a, right? B is what is that? Negative 6 and 3. That is negative 2. That we cannot see the negative 2, which is what? X over symmetry, right? X of symmetry with the x coordinate of vertical line, but we cannot see that. Only this one means y-intercept. We can see that in the equation. Number 28 is C is the answer. You guys okay with this? That's right. All right, move on number 29. All right, so we have a dot plot there since 1940. At 1940, I think, let me check, okay, 1940. After that, you count 10 years. This is the 1950, something like that, okay? Every year, we saw the what? Minimum wage, okay? Dollars per hour. 1950, after 10 years from 1940, okay, hourly wage is around 0.8 cents. Okay, very lower. It's long times ago. Okay, so getting increased. So this one is what? X value at time, the year, and hourly wage is what? Increased kind of what? In linear. This line is called what? Linear regressions. Because the data is what is that? Increased almost the same rate. Okay, that's why this line is called the linear regression. But the exact number, this is a process. Okay, to find the linear. The procedure we said was linear progression. This is a line of best fit. Okay, this represents the data. This line of best fit very useful to find what future value around 100 years. We can find over here. There's no data, but using this line of best fit, we can find what minimum wage in 100 years after. This is called what line of best fit. Okay. Okay, they find what line of best fit over here. This is the equation of this one. Line of best fit is a predicted line, okay, not exact number. This is the real data, okay? This is the predicted data, just approximations. What does the line best fit predict about increasing a minimum wage over 70 period? What is the increase in the minimum age over 70? This is around the 70 period up here. Okay, now check it out. Where is the minimum age increasing? Can you see that over here, these numbers? This is the slope. Increased from this number, negative 90. From here, increased. This is a negative number, right? Increased. So what is this number? This number is rate. This number is rate and slope on the graph. This slope is what change in y. When change in x is what only 1 unit. Okay, only 1 unit. That means 1 year increased, the weight increased by $0.096. That means what? 1 year increase is big. From here, 1 year increased. This is increased. This is a 1 year. This is 0.096. This is reset slope. Only x is 1 unit increase. So we have to find each year, every year. That's fine, right? From 92,000, average increase in minimum wage is what? 6 point this one. That's true. Every year means 1 year. Increase what? 0.0696 because it has what? Same slope, same rate. That's true. Now take a number 2. Each year between these two intervals, minimum age is 4.9. No, this is increased minimum age every year 0.096, not 4.9. This is the negative 4.9 is down over here, right? Starting point. That is wrong. Every 10 years increase this much? No, this one's just slope. Every 10 years. Every 10 years you multiply by 10 over here. That is what? 0.96. That is increase what? 0.96 every 10 years. This is what? Every 10 years increase the portions 0.96. But that is not 0.096. If you want to make it correct, this is 0.96 every 10 years. But that is not slope. This is a slope. Slope is about increased in every year, 1 year, okay? The next one, every 10 years increase 4 point. We are not talking about this one. We are talking about the slope. This one is what is that? Initial value. They increase the initial value, okay? So choice A is the answer, okay? All right, the next one, number is 30. Okay, we have another, okay, scatter plot over here, dot plot, scatter plot. Scatter plot also have what? Linear regression, line of best fit. This line of best fit represent all of this data. Okay. The scatter plot above shows a company's ice cream sales D. Yeah, this is ice cream sales D. And just to try to understand what the scatter plot said. Okay. 12 different days. Yeah, 12 over here. Okay. Anyway, approximately 12 different days. 12, this is 1 day, 2 days, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different days. Okay. We check right the data there. A line of best fit is shown. Which of the following could be an equation of a line of best fit? Forget about this one data, okay? When you make this one, we're gonna find, okay, what is the line of best fit, the equations. The best way, as you can see that we have right, slope is different. But first try to find the slope. Slope of the line is what is the change in y over change in x, but actually what change in y, 1 unit increased over x. Okay, so you can divide by this one, right? When you have right here and here, this is what change is what 2 temperatures, but that is not slope. Only 1 temperature, that is a slope. This is the slope over here. This number actually is what? Increased in D for the increase of what? 1 degree. So we're gonna find. Now if you want to choose this one, because you cannot choose in the bottom of here, right? Okay. Maybe choose this two. This one is around, let me see, the middle of this one, 750. This point is what? 650, around the 680, right? About 670, 680. I'm going to take this 680 because this is just 650 over here. just approximately. But this change in y is how much? 750 minus 680 equals what? 70. But this change was for 2 degree temperatures. That's not slope. We need to find only 1 degree temperatures. So over here, 70 and divided by 2, which is around 35. The slope is 35, but this is definitely wrong, right? 33 is very close to 35. But once you got 2 choices over here, so which one is correct? The next one you can use what? Substitute any point. Substitute 1 point. You can choose 1 point. I want to use this point. 14 small is better, or 12. I want the small. If t is what? 14. If t is 14, what is sales? Sales is how much? Sales is d equals at 14 around what? 550, less than 5, around 530. Okay, I'm going to take this one, 530. Which one equals 530? Try this one. D equals 33 when t is 4 plus 400. It gives us 530. Let me check the calculator. 33 times 14 and plus 300. 762. Too much. Second one is, this is C and D, check it out. D equals what is 33 times, still same slope, but T equals 14 and plus 4, it is around 530. So check it out, 33 times 14 and plus 84, which is 546, very close. This is the better solution. So we have to check, right? D is the answer. Okay, first we can check out what slope and using a point and set up the equation over here, right? Because y equals mx plus b, isn't it? So this is a kind of 35. We have a 33, so y equals 33 t plus b. Okay, but we already got the value of b. You don't have to find the value of b exact numbers. Just find out that which one is correct. Okay, so put this number any point. You can use any point here or here or here, just approximately. So which answer is the best one? Okay, you have to decide. That is number 30. Any questions on number 30? Are you okay? All right, the next one is number 31. You have a circle. We have 2 X-intercept, which is what this one equals, what is the kind of a chord, right? So we're gonna find what the value of k. What is the value of k? Y coordinate. When you make the line to the perpendicular over here, this is the value of k, right? Distance from x-axis, this is y coordinate. But another constraint over here, this is given radius. We gotta use this one. Radius 10. Can you make this one? Where is the radius? Using these 2 points. Both will be 10 over here. Okay, you gotta use the given and center. Okay, we use the center. This is k. H is what? This is the h, isn't it? X coordinate. But to find the k actually kind of distance. So we need to find the distance because what? This is the right angle, right? Okay, when you make a perpendicular, this is a right angle, but that is one property of the circles. When you draw, okay, perpendicular lines to the right base over here, this one is a bisect each other. Exactly equal numbers. The chord into divided by into equal distance. What distance from here? Large number minus a small number. 20 minus 4 is the total distance is 16, which one is 8? Now actually this is the right triangles. If this is 10, this is 8, this is what? 6, 8, 10, right? Pythagorean triplet or right angle triplet. So 6, 8, 10, 3, 4, 5, they're all same ratio. Okay, this is 8, this is 6. Or you can apply the what the h equals what? Hypotenuse squared and another leg square. 36 and still 6. But you don't have to solve this way, right? You know that in right triangle, hypotenuse 10, the other leg is 8. Okay, and another leg should be 6. Okay, that's the answer, number 31. Number 33, we have this is we said two-way frequency table. But there's no total. There's no total over here. And here is no total over here too. Sometimes they skip the total. Inside the number, there are what? Two-way, two variable joint frequency. This number means what? A and plus two variable. So that's why inside the number is called what? Joint frequency. Joint frequency is what? Two variable. Intersection of two variable, right? Total is only one variable, A. Not, we don't care about plus minus. Okay. Okay. Now memorize this as a joint frequency, okay, with the two variables, two intersection of two variables. But let's see the questions over here. Human blood can be classified into four. Yeah, that is true. A, B, and O. Each of A, we have another two different A types. Another one is what? What is it? RH plus RH minus. We can say, right? RH plus RH minus. Type B also RH plus RH minus. Okay, I don't know what the meaning, but we have right. Every blood type has what? Two different. Okay. Factor again. So that just explain, I think, when you're going down over here. Okay, that is over here. If this from here, that questions. If one of these people who is RH negative is chosen, we're gonna choose one people out of this what? RH minus only. Where is RH minus only? This is RH minus. Out of these numbers, this is total. Not everything is total. Everything total, we say sample space. This is not total. We don't care about this one. We just care about what? Out of what? RH negative. So sample space now reduced to some part. This is we said conditional probability. Sample space are some limited, only this one. Sample space how much? 7 plus 2 plus 1 plus X. We don't know X is how many people are there. Out of these people, that is RH minus sections. After that, we're gonna find what? How many out of this one, how many blood type B? Blood type is only 2. Okay. The probability 1, 9. Blood type is only 2 out of this number. That is a 10 plus X. That's the probability, right? We have only 2 chance because there are 2 people there out of what? 10 plus X. That probability equals to 1/9. Everybody's okay, right? All right. Now using cross multiplications, 10 plus X equals to 18. X equals how much? -10, -10 equals to 8. That is the value of X. Okay, using the conditional probability. Any answer, any question on number 33? It is okay. All right. Number the next one is number 35. Okay, number 35 over here. Okay, I'm gonna make it big. Okay, that's number 35 there. Okay, this guy is this seller would owe what 15,500 in tax. Wow. CFO sees what tax every year paid this one. $15,500 for the tax. Okay. If she were not eligible for any tax deductions, okay, there's no deductions, but she has to pay this amount every year. But this year, let me see, increase or decrease. She's eligible for tax, or she has some tax deductions that reduce the amount of tax she owes what? This reduces what? This much she reduced. $23.25. That is a cent, okay? Reduce this one. Save this amount. If these tax deductions reduce the tax owed this year by D%, this amount is what? D% of this amount, that's the meaning. What is that? Percent amount, you're gonna check it out. Percent is what? This one, part, 23.25. Whole, this is a part of whole, and times 100, that is a percent. Part is what? This amount, 23.25. This is how much of percent of this amount? 15,500. But we're gonna find the percent times 100 out. So we're gonna use a calculator, 23.25. Let me see, 23.25, and divide 155. 15. That is 15%. But you have to ask only D over here, right? So 15 is the answer. Yeah, okay. Number 35 and number 36. This is number 36. 3/4x minus 1/2y equals 12. Ax minus by equals 9. The system of equation have no solutions. No solution means what is that? If this is x, this is y, the two lines is parallel with different y-intercept. This we set no solutions. SO value. That's it. The first one, maybe you can use the slope. -1/2y equals to -3/4x. This number move to the right and plus 12. And times -2, y equals times -2 is what? Times +3/2x minus 6. Slope is 3/2, y-intercept is -6. Now take a look, the second one is -by equals what? -ax plus 9. You can divide by -b both sides. Y equals how much? A/bx minus 9/b. That's it. Okay, but parallel means what is that? Slope must be equal. So 3/2 must be equals what? A/b. Okay, but they're asking you about what A/b there. This is A/b ratio to the A/b. That is 3/2. 1.5 or 3/2. That's fine. It's already got over here. You don't have to find the A and B individually. We just find what? A/b. Right? The ratio value A to the B. Is okay? That is number 36. Number 37, number 38 is okay. So I just finished my incorrect one of your guys. If you have put more questions on this section 4, you can give me the number. Text me or everything. Okay, just leave. Okay, fine. Yeah. So you guys have any other questions? Christina and Shannon. If you have any questions, you can ask me right now. Okay. Okay, no, okay, that's fine. So you guys understand what the question is, okay? All right. Okay, I'm gonna save this one. And out. This answer is out. And I'm gonna probe your new today's now we're gonna start with topic by topics. Okay, topic by topics over here. The first two, tip 1 and tip 2, we're gonna finish this one today because this is very important. I'm gonna just choose a very important topics for the SAT. It's around 30. Okay, but sometimes we wear more than 2 or 3 or 4. Okay. All right. Today's we're gonna do linear functions. You guys know this already. Linear means what is that? Straight line. In the XY plane, when you make a graph, it's gonna be straight line. That is linear. F of x equals mx plus b. This is slope intercept form. M is a slope, B is a y-intercept. Point slope form, this is what you guys know already, okay? But actually in SAT, we don't need the point slope form. And this was a general form, ax plus by equals c, or standard form is ax plus by equals c. That is a standard form. Okay, this is standard form, okay? But in quadratic, standard form is what? Ax plus bx plus a little different. Okay, this is a quadratic standard form. But in linear, ax plus by, variable terms and constant term isolate. This is called what? Standard form. Okay, a little bit confused, right? It looks like general form. That's fine. Always, when you have a linear, think about the slope. Slope is a constant. Linear means what is that? Always think about the slope. Slope is always a constant. This we set the rate of change. That's the slope. So in the linear, we set by constant rate of change. Constant rate of change, that's the slope on linear. We're gonna have some practice over here. Number 1, linear is set linear functions. F zero is 2, what that means? F zero is 2 means what? That is the point when x is 2, y is 2. I'm sorry, when x equals 0, y is 2. That's the point. Second one is what? When x is 3, y is 5. That's another point. We have 2 points over here, 3 and 5. And another point is what? When x is 5, y is k. Another point, when x is 5, y is k. We have a 3 point actually. We express 3 point in function notation. This is the function notation. But this is a point. It's the same things. So what is the value of k? These 3 points on the same line, straight line. Between 2 points, their slope must be constant. Okay. So these two, what's the slope? y2 minus y1, 3 minus 0. The other k minus 5 and 5 minus 3. That's the slope that must be equals. 3 over 3 is 1 equals k minus 5 over 2. So this one should be equal to, right? K minus 5 equals 2. So k equals 7. It's okay. That's the answer. We just use what the slope constant. The second one over here. Now the point is given by the table. This is the point. 0a. When x is 1, y is 12. When x is b, y is b. That's it. This said what? It said linear functions. Same line. What is the value of a plus b? A plus b, we don't need to find the a and b individually. Just what sum of these two numbers. Anyway, slope is what? Equal. 12 minus a. It is a function, right? Okay. Now I'm going to this one. These two and this the slope. Okay, 12 minus a. 1 minus 0. That must be equal what? B minus 12 over 2 minus 1. That's the slope between 2 points. From the equation, can you see that a plus b? Yes. 12 plus a, that's the left-hand side. I'm going to write the nice. Okay. This is 1, 1. Forget it. That's b minus 12. From here, how can you find a plus b? Yeah, move this one to the right. Plus a, that is why. A plus. Now you got what? 12 equals a plus b and minus 12. We're going to find these numbers. A plus b there. Okay, the constant negative 12 moves to the left. This one going to move to the left. How? Plus 12, okay? So looks like this way. A plus b equals what? 12, another 12 is 24. That is the answer. It is okay, right? Okay, the next one over here. A linear function is given by ax plus by plus c equals 0. A is positive, b is negative, and c is positive. So which of the following graphs best represent the graph of this one? To find the graph, always we will change into slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus. From here, we can see that slope is positive this way. Okay, and the b is positive. The slope is positive. B is y-intercept is positive. Okay, so we have to check this one. That's the easiest way to find what? The graph. Now let's find by equals b y equals negative ax all the way this one move to the right. Negative ax minus c, okay? When you move right, the sign will be opposite because we're gonna add one negative x, negative ax, negative c, okay? Divided by b again, y equals negative a over bx and minus c over b. That is y equals. That is y in okay slope and intercept form. But using this, we're gonna find this is slope. Slope is a positive. This is a y-intercept. You can check it out. Slope first, negative b. A is a positive. This is a positive. B is what is that? Negative. What is this one? Positive times negative is what? Negative. Negative divided by negative is what? Positive. So this graph has a positive slope. This is negative slope. This is negative slope. You have two positive slope there. Now let's find y-intercept. Negative c over b is the y-intercept. Check it out. Negative c is what is that? Positive. And the b is what? Still negative. Negative times positive is what? Negative. Still negative. Negative over negative is positive. That means what? Y-intercept is still positive. Slope positive, y-intercept positive, this one. Right? Choice D is the answer. This is very important. It's okay, right? Okay, the next one, number 4 there. F is a linear functions, f over 3 is 2. That is, what is that? Point. When x is 3, y is 2. When x is 5, y is 6. Using this one, we're going to find what y-intercept. How can you find y-intercept from here? Y equals slope and y-intercept. Here, we can see it. All right, this equation is what display y-intercept in the equation, this one. So how can you find m? Between these 2 points, you can find m. y2 minus y1, but we need to divide the difference of x, right? 5 minus 3. This is a 4 over 2 equals 2. So the equation equals to 2x plus b. But how can you find the b? You can use either point, this one and this one, because these 2 points still on the same line. We said solutions. Solution means what? Put this number in the equation over here. It must be equals. Now I'm going to choose this one. When y is 2, x is 3 plus b. This is 6. 2 equals 6 plus b. What is b? Minus 6 equals negative 4, right? So this one equals negative 4, which is the y-intercept. Are you guys with me? All right. If you don't say, I think it's okay, right? All right, take rule number 5. F is a linear functions and f over 3 is negative 2. That is another point. When x is 3, y is negative 2. Another one is when x is 4, another 4 over here. But we're going to find that this time x-intercept. It's the same as the number 4. Set equation mx plus b. M equals what? y2 minus y1. This is y2, x2. Minus 4 minus 2 over x2 minus 3. This is how much? Negative 2 over 1 is negative 2, right? Slope is negative 2. So the equation over here, y equals negative 2x plus b. Still, we need to find the b. To find the y-intercept, we need either point. I'm going to take this is the next one. When y is negative 4, x is 4. So negative 2 times 4 and plus b. Negative 4 equals negative 8 plus b. B equals what? Plus 8 plus is 4, right? B is 8. B is 4. So the equation is how much? Therefore, the equation equals negative 2x plus 4. We are not done. We need to find the x-intercept. How can you find the x-intercept? Set the variable 0. This x-intercept, this point, y equals 0. Okay, set this is 0. 0 equals negative 2x plus 4. Okay, minus 4 minus 4. Negative 4 is negative 2x and negative 2, negative 2. Or this is, we know that, right? This is what? 2, that is negative 4 plus 4 is 0. X equals 2 is the answer, okay? That is the x-intercept. All right, number 6. This is the linear, still linear. But this point is b equals 2a. Replace over here. This is a and b. B equal to a means what? A and 2a. That's it. Better use what? One variable, okay? Just a moment, okay? STOP, stop. Okay. So what is the value of A? Because these 3 points on the same line. Between any 2 points, their slope has the same. Okay? So between over here, this is 3, this is 5. We already got slope is what? Negative 3/5, right? Negative slope. Slope equals negative 3/5 from the graph. But using this point and this one, or this point and this one. I put this one. Okay, that's fine. Slope is what? 2a minus 3 over a minus 0. That must be equals what? Negative 3/5, isn't it? Same slope. Cross multiplications. 10a minus 15 equals to negative 3a. Plus 3a plus, plus 3a plus 3a was 13a equals plus 15 plus 15 isolation, okay? So that is 15. Then divided by 13, divided by 13, a equals to 15/13 is the answer, okay? There are all questions is what? We use the slope, constant slope, okay? I'm gonna jump over here, okay? Number 8, it's almost same questions. Number 8 is what? F equals 9/c plus 32. This is linear because when you look like this one, you know that is linear, right? This is a slope. What that means? Change in F over change in C, that is a slope 9/5. That is a change in F. Okay. But Fahrenheit increased by 27. Change is what? Plus 27. Fahrenheit, this one. F equals what? 27. But we're gonna find how many change in Celsius. Okay. Using the rate of change, which is slope. Slope is given 9/5. This one equals to, I'm going to change it now, C, that is equals to 9/5, same slope. Cross multiplication, 9 times delta C, change in C equals what? 5 times 27. So delta C equals 135/9 equals what? 15 is the answer, okay? Using the slope, you can find. This is a linear. Any questions on number 8? Because they already give this type of questions. Using the linear, we can find what change in P or change in K. Another linear, same questions of number 8. At this time, from the equations, from these equations, we can see that that's the slope is 7/12. 7/12 means a change in P over change in K, change of Y over change in X, 7/12. That's the slope. 60 doesn't affect the slope. 60 is my initial value. 60 is over here. Slope is what? 1 unit up here, right? That's the slope. Okay, P increased by, that is change in phi, right? Increase in plus 35, so P increased to 35. What is the change in K? But their slope is equals to 7/12. Cross product, 7 times change in K equals what? 12 times and 35. You can divide it by 7 over here, okay? This is 1, this is 5. So we still have a 12 there. 12 times 5 is just 60. There are just 60 in change in K. That is the B answer. Is it okay? Number 11. We have 2 points. This is the point, indicate point. The 3 and 6. This is another point, 5 and 12. Using this, we're gonna find the slope of a graph. What is the slope? 12 minus 6 over 5 minus 3. 6/2 equals 3 is the slope. Okay. That's enough, I think. Okay. Now move on to the next one over here. Rate of change. Okay, the rate of change. Rate of change is what is there? Rate of change, this on this line, this is slope. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. This is the slope of this line. We said what slope. Constant slope, because that's the line. Another rate of change is what when you have a curve between 2 points over here. What's the rate of change? To find the rate of change, we make the line of a straight line, which is what secant. This line is you said secant. But we're gonna find, okay, slope of this one is defined what? Rate of change. But this is called, the actual name is what? Average. We put the average over here. Because every point is different slope. That's why we use what average, the vocabulary over here. Average rate of change between these 2 points. Okay, because on this curve, every range by every point is different. That's why we take an average, total. This is a total change in y, total change in x. This we said what average rate. We said, right? Average means what? Average means what is that? Average. You know the average? Total number over number of data, okay? Then we said average, isn't it? That's the same things. Number 6, the average rate of change of this function is quadratic between 0 and 4. This graph looks right this way. Between 0 and 4 over here. This point and this point, average rate of change. We make the line over here. So when x is 4, what is the value of y? Put this number 4 in there, okay? F of 4 equals how much? 1 over 2 times 4 squared is 16, and minus 4, that is 8 minus 4 equals to 4. This number is 4 and 4. Now, when x equals 0, f of 0 equals how much? Negative 4, right? This one is what? 0 and negative 4. That's 2 points. What is the average rate of change? y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. That is average. This we said on the curve, just put the number average. Average slope, average rate of change. Same things. Average slope, you can use y average slope. Rate of change means what? Slope. That is equals to 8 over 4 equals 2, right? That means what? Every increase 1, that increase 2. Increase 1, increase 2 over here. That is average. Every time different, right? This is 2 increase. From here, this much increase. And from here, a lot, long, a little, much long. But when you add all this one divided by 4, that is the average rate of change. Do you understand what that means, average? Average means what? They increased with the same amount. That's why we divided by 4, okay? Number 2, in an object is dropped from cliff, that a distance in meters is Poland after t years. This is dt equals 4.9 t squares. Looks like this one. Distance from here. This is d Poland over here, okay? Looks like what is that? Oh. 4.9 t square looks like this way. But this is t square, okay? Let me see. Oh, this is not, it's not like this one. dt, when t is 0, okay. From here, right, increased. This is d. Okay, actually clip over here, drop over here, right? This is d from here, but this we count that this is d, a little different. Okay, that's fine anyway. Just by definition, see why the t is 3, so d over 3 and minus the d over 1, right? This is y2 and y1 over t 2 minus T1, right? 3 minus 1. That is the average rate of change. Okay, that's fine. D3 is how much? When these three, 9 over here, right? 4.9 times, 4.9 times 9 and minus 4.9 times 1 over 2. So 4.9, okay, you can use your calculator, okay? Let me check. 4.9 times 9 and minus 4.9 times 1 and divided by 2, that is 19.6 is the answer, okay? Okay, this one is a graph and with data given. Okay, this table gives us exact numbers. When there is 2, there is 2 over here, but there is no 2 over here, right? Without data, we don't know this is 2, but from here we can see that 2. Find the average rate of change in 10 to 70, 10 to 70 over here. Because that data is given, better use this table. 39.2 minus 35, okay? Y2 minus 1 over X2 minus X1, 70 minus 10. That's the answer of number 3. Okay, I'm gonna check the answer, okay? My calculator. 39.2 and minus 3.5. Enter and divide 60. It looks like 0.59. 0.595 is the answer, okay? This one is what? Average, okay? Change in seconds. The next one is what is that? Which of the following interval has the greatest average rate of change? 10 to 20 from here. This is the greatest one? No, I don't think so. 20 and 30, that's the greatest one, right? 30 and 40 getting down. So this portion is what has what greatest average rate of change, okay? 2 and 30, because the line of this secant is steeper. That's the steepest line, okay? That is the B is the answer. Oh, we finished too earlier. Okay, you guys have any questions on this work? That is okay. So after class, okay, just go over this one more times and the homework, review the homework one more times. Okay. So today's we finished earlier. Okay. So maybe next time we're gonna have a little more about topics, kind of tips look like this one. Okay. And during the weekend, I'll give you homework every week. Okay, every Thursday for your weekend, I'm gonna give you homework. Okay, all right. I think we can finish the class right now. Okay, all right. You guys have any questions? You can let me know. Is it okay? Okay, I'm gonna stop the recording for other people.